came from British television that P you brought to my attention. I think is just more ridiculous than slipping Wu-Tang lyrics into your public appearance. Let's take a look.
The British will let anyone have their say in Parliament.
Period. And it's called.
So the fuck what? You want equality, then nobody cares. You want to hear about when my balls itch?
And now everyone can smell it. Oh my God. Now everyone's brain just simulated the smell of pennies. I can think of nothing more disgusting than that thing bleeding from the one orifice that it's actually kind enough not to show us.
Oh.
We know the average cost of a period in the UK over a year is £500. Many women can't afford this.
Sounds like you should get a job. Because that's what they would tell a man. That's what they would tell a man, and you want to be equal. I'm sorry, go ahead, man. Yeah.
I have something to share with the class. I did some research on this ahead of time. 500 pounds a year is roughly 42 pounds a month, and that's roughly $55 American. So I went to Amazon, and a 50-pack of some of the most expensive tampons I could find. Tampax Pearls. I mean, I'm not a tampon expert.
It sounds like a good brand, right? Yeah.
I could be fucking this up using a tight pussy brand, but bear with me.
Okay.
Cost $9.27 American.
So even if it was double that.
That's 250 tampons for a week. Let's call it 7 days on her period. You are claiming the average British woman goes through 35 fucking tampons a day.
That's one every 45 minutes.
I checked the most expensive brand, which is these Playtex Sport. Playtex Sport. Good job.
I got to tell you, I don't think she's using the sport version. That's just a guess.
She's got it. She's using like 3 of them. Fucking.
Maybe that's what it is. She's having to use 4 at a fucking time.
Even if you're using the most expensive ones, that $55 a month still buys you 152 tampons. That's 21 a day. If that's a 7-day period. Let's say it's all 7 days. I mean, hey, don't let me tell you how to live your life, lady, but if you're soaking through at least 21 tampons a day, maybe it's either time to lose some weight or see a doctor, you unsightly meatloaf stalker.
Wow.
What is the minister doing to address period poverty?
They gave you universal health care. You need to go to the doctor. You have a problem.
No, hold on. There's a couple of things I want to dissect in this shot real quick.
There's not a blood in the human body to be needing that much fucking cotton to stop it from bleeding out of one hole, dude. Holy shit.
First things first, she must have gone to only the shittiest of public forums, because it looks like there's about a half dozen people there. It's all broads. And I have no idea what they're talking about. Number 2, can we address the scepter that's at the end of the desk down here? What the fuck is going on over there in the UK? A golden scepter, yeah.
One day when feminists take over, fucking Henry VIII is gonna come back and take that scepter and start clubbing bitches, man. That's the parliament, man. That's the fucking scepter, man.
Well, where the fuck is George Clinton then?
In the history
Flashlight. Like, can we get some George Clinton going on in here?
Hey, this is probably the fucking Koran over there on the left on that desk.
What is the big Rolodex thing in the middle? Is that like numbers of judges and dignitaries in case they need to call someone?
It's the heart of Davy Jones.
And what is that's in the 2 boxes? And what is that shit in the? What is all this shit? Why do you need all this shit? No one's even sitting at that desk.
Guess this is not America. These people are weird. You
all
just
right.
have to live with
all right.
Good. Well, as I say, we have invested.
She was ready with an answer. Wow.
Fuck yeah. She knows how. She's trying to shake this bitch off. She's real proud of herself.
Yeah.
£1 million.
She must be from the Labour Party.
The Brook
I know some British fucking government shit
Let's
too.
Talk period, supporting young women and girls on managing their menstruation and providing.
Wait, back up. How much money do they spend on the video Let's Talk periods?
£1.5 million. Which I think is around 1.75. Yeah, that's coming up on 2 American.
If appropriate, and the government is committed to removing the VAT rate on sanitary products.
Tax?
Yeah, it sounds like tax. Vagina-associated tax, I guess, is what that probably is.
We leave the EU, which will help with the cost of sanitary products.
Well, there it is.
Why?
Okay, I'll give you this. If they're going, hey, look, let's try to reduce the cost of these sanitary products so these bitches will clean their pussies up a little more regularly, I'm with that plan. But this broad coming in talking about, I'm on my period. How come nobody's helping me? Shut the fuck up with all of that, man. Bass Trap Kayla, who of course we know is an expert on periods, for 2 says you can cover tampons, pads, and pampering for $30. It's true.
Gasly, that's true. Bass Trap Kayla, and you're absolutely fucking right. You know what the fuck you're talking about now, Gasly. I've dated some classless, degenerate fucking whores.
This is true. This is true.
And they have asked me for money for bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
But even the most pilled out sack chaser hasn't asked me to buy her tampons. My wife is the only one who got me to kick in grocery money that included that particular ration. How classless is this fucking broad to be speaking to Parliament about somebody buying her maxi pads and tampons for her? Can you not do anything for yourselves? I thought feminism was about feminism was about this being a strong, independent woman. Right?
It is until you see an angle. It is until you see an angle. At the same time that you're saying all men should be anything in that sentence. Also at the same time that you say stuff like chivalry is dead. Like, god damn it, you are all over the map. You're all over the map.
Wipe your ass for you financially.
I have seen some shit where girls were like, oh, I'm all about feminism and equality, but I still think a man should pay for blah, 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 blah. It's like, are you goddamn kidding me? And honestly, if you ask me, and it whether it makes me traditionalist or not, I'm all for paying for, opening door, pulling out all that stuff. I'm good with all of that stuff, but that's as long as we're both willing to accept what I think are natural gender roles in our society. And when that is coalesced to, I don't have a problem with going overboard. If we're gonna stand here and say that men are fucking great, then let's be great. And I am. Stone Monkey Productions for 2 says early morning JF likes what he sees. AP the Frog.
Early morning JF, late night JF simultaneously thanks you and scolds you for being a bigot in the public space.